Hi, it's good to be sharing again from Paradise Shores, episode 19. God so loved the world, he gave his only son. That's the absolute good news for every person who has ever been born. And it's intensely personal. Jesus knows people fully and loves them. And he, being God, defines love, for God is love. This perfect love is first unconditional. Nothing has to happen before the intense, passionate love of Jesus wraps itself around a person. It is also forgiving. If there's a barrier to love being experienced, forgiveness soon dismantles it. In the Song of Solomon, we have these words: "Set me as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your arm, for love is as strong as death, passion as fierce as the grave. Its flashes are flashes of fire, a raging flame. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can floods drown it out." This is the language of deep, inescapable and unquenchable love. It seems that even death and the grave are no hurdle to the love of God. St. Paul famously describes love in his 1 Corinthian letter, and I don't think for a moment that God's love is in any way less than what we read here. When Jesus approaches a person, as he does every person, he thinks no evil. He has no record of wrongs to reference. He is gentle, patient and kind, and he always protects, always trusts, and his hope is unfading for every man, woman, boy and girl. Because this is the same love that can flow from one person to another, we live in a world where God's love is everywhere. It's in families, it's in marriages, it's between friends and companions. This love is in places of work, entertainment and rest. It's filtering through in conversations, creative expressions, laughter and tears. Perhaps it is true that love makes the world go round. There is no such thing as an unloved person, and the effect of being loved is to fill our spirit and our soul with assurance, with respect and meaning. It brings the human soul back to the garden where God looked at the humans he had made and said, "This is very good." When someone delights in us, guards us and touches us tenderly, it creates an inner joy and an outer confidence. There's no need to try to be another person. We are perfect just as we are, and our spirit knows it. This love from God and from our fellow human beings, if it's true, is also free. It asks for nothing in return. It knows nothing of anxiety or fear. Love does not control. It is the heaven on earth for which we've been created and invited to experience. However, because of love's complete freedom, it can be rejected. I'm not talking about spurning someone's amorous advance or shunning affection with strings attached. No, I speak of a love that flows toward us in sincerity and truth. Refusing this love is, of course, tragic. There's a word for the tragedy that follows love's refusal. That word is hell. And when this word is found in the Gospels, most of the time it's Jesus using it, and he's referring to the smouldering rubbish dump on the edge of Jerusalem, a place called Gehenna. Jesus uses this word to describe a life that is lived without love, where instead of love, fear, anger, lust, greed and hypocrisy hold sway. Many generations earlier, Gehenna had been the site where children were burned alive, sacrificed to the god Molech. When the good king Josiah stopped all the child burning, they turned the place into a rubbish dump. And so the trash burning fire never went out. They made it out of sulfur, also called brimstone. Gehenna also became the place where the poor would cremate the bodies of their dead. It was a place of weeping. Jesus, the King of perfect love, pleads with us not to bring that stench, that tragedy into our lives or the lives of others by refusing love. So he comes with unconditional, tender, forgiving, freeing love. Although almost impossible to understand, some may continue to resist this priceless gift. However, many of you have journeyed with people, walking them out from Gehenna, back into love, into light and reconnection. That's why you're known as Christian. Truly, you're a saint. Well, until next time, dear friends, may your tank overflow with assurance, respect and meaning from the love that flows to you and from you every day. Shalom.